time. There's nothing you and I won't do. I'll stop the world and melt with you. Dream of better lives, the kind which never hate. Trapped in a state of imaginary grace. I made a pilgrimage to save this human race, never comprehending the race had long gone by. I'll stop the world and melt with you. You've seen the difference and it's getting better all the time. There's nothing you and I won't do. I'll stop the world and melt with you. The future's open wide. The future's open wide. I'll stop the world and melt with you. I've seen some changes, but it's getting better all the time. There's nothing you and I won't do. I'll stop the world and melt with you. The future's open wide.
This is called an eggplosion. The chemical equation for an eggplosion is zinc in its solid form plus hydrochloric acid in its aqueous form yields hydrogen in its gaseous form and zinc chloride in its aqueous form. When the zinc and the hydrochloric acid are combined in a test tube with a rubber stopper, the zinc and hydrochloric acid react to form hydrogen and zinc chloride. The egg will fill with hydrogen gas. The egg explodes because the flame and heat causes the gas to expand and creates pressure, therefore breaking the egg. This is called flammable bubbles. Methane with water and dish soap creates bubbles, and methane is flammable. Methane is a mixture of natural gases that is combustible. Combustion is when a fuel, like methane, reacts with oxygen in the air to produce heat. This can be seen in this chemical equation. Complete combustion of all hydrocarbons, compounds of hydrogen and carbon, produce the same products, carbon dioxide and water. This is known as elephant toothpaste. The iodide ion from NaL is used as a catalyst that decomposes H2O2, liberating water, oxygen, and heat. A catalyst is a substance increasing the rate of a chemical reaction without going under any permanent chemical changes itself. Hydrogen peroxide decomposition yields oxygen and water. The oxygen and water vapor creates bubbles in the soap to produce the foam that looks like toothpaste. The foam rises so quickly because a small amount of hydrogen peroxide generates a large volume of oxygen rapidly. Here is how we got our chemical equation for elephant toothpaste. The reaction is exothermic, meaning releases energy by light or heat, because it produces hot foam. Dry ice creates fog because it is the solid form of carbon dioxide. At room temperature, the dry ice undergoes sublimation, which is changing directly from the solid phase to the gas phase. This creates the fog. Dry ice melts into a liquid only when it is above the critical point for carbon dioxide. The critical point is where the carbon dioxide, or dry ice, becomes a liquid when the heat and pressure are increased.
For your presentations, yes.
When we added copper chloride to the flame became the color blue. The flame changes color due to the electrons' movement. When the electrons move to different energy levels, different colors are produced. In other words, when chemicals are added to the fuel burning, their atomic emission spectra affects the frequencies of visible light radiation emitted. Copper chloride's electrons have low energy compared to strontium chloride, which created red color, when the heat energy from the flame excited their electrons to higher quantum levels.